Trevor, we've come to a farm here in County Down. It's not untypical of some of the systems in Northern Ireland compared to the south, where it's an indoor system. Yes. on a 3 times a day milking. Could you describe maybe the farm and who owns it?
Yeah, we're on Robert McCauley's farm in Rathfriland, County Down. Robert runs a 580 cow herd, high intensity herd. They're kept in pretty much all year round, producing averaging around 12,000 litres per annum. Robert's been running the system here for nearly 4 years. It's an eco-better system. It presses the cow slurry, the fibre out of it, to a dry matter of between 38 and 40%. He's producing somewhere in the region of 9 cubic metres per day, and that's enough to supply all the cubicles. Robert had been using previously sawdust. He was having some issues with mastitis, and he decided to switch over to the green bedding system. And over this past 4 years, he's been totally delighted with the system. Is constantly has very low levels of mastitis.
What is the process?
Yeah, well, the process is at the top section here. It feeds in the raw slurry. It comes down into a screw or an auger, which turns very slowly, as you can see there. That forces it across. It's got resistance on the end. You'll see the weights hanging on it there, so that keeps a constant load on it, or back pressure. And around the inside of it is a stainless steel gauze, and the liquid is squeezed through that. Runs out at the bottom here, across and down, and finishes up in his lagoon for storage.
Okay. Does the slurry need to be agitated, or what does the slurry need to look like when it's presented to the system? Or?
Well, in Robert's system here, it's pretty much fresh slurry all the time. So he hasn't had to use any mixing. The pump that he has on here has a mixing system on it, but he seldom uses it.
Okay. Maintenance-wise, something like that, it's dealing with slurry, it's dealing with particles or whatever. What maintenance requirements typically would a system like that need?
Well, he needs to change the gauze in it approximately every 2 years. There is a cost in that, of course, somewhere in the region of £4,000 to change that. Generally, cow slurry would be coming in around 7%, 7-8%. Of course, I think the parlour washings come in here as well. But once it's pressed, it's around about 38 to 40% dry matter in this.
So Trevor, people might ask, it's dry dung in effect. How is there not a mastitis issue, or what's the best management method to ensure we're not creating mastitis issues?
Well, Robert's working on a system here of putting on a light dressing every day, and that's probably key to his success. We're hearing from him that he might have 1 case of mastitis every week. It's only on for the day. It's a light dusting, therefore it's not building up any heat as such, and it stays nice and dry.
Yeah. Investment-wise, roughly, what's the capital investment for a system like this, roughly?
Well, Robert's system here is designed around an old container, but generally, the complete system with the better and a frame to hold it, which can be risen up to whatever height, just enough to get a loading shovel in underneath it. And you take that all into account, somewhere in the region of £40,000 to £42,000.
Okay.